I am Beta, your source for games and development, and this time I am in Realm of the Titans. And the first thing I want to talk about here is it's in beta. It's a Moba like League of Legends, and it already has the ability to have replays. Hadn't played any games here. I was just looking at things at the moment, and after playing a few games, I have replays that I can just watch. And it has a lot of fun champions already. It has about 35 champions. Some of them are already mounted. There's like a dragon mage type champion. You can see their skins, how they look like. You can look at the 3D models and stuff. And they already have a leg up on LoL with that. I take part in the forums a lot on League of Legends, and a lot of people ask for a dragon type champion or a mounted champion, and they've already got those types of champions. They actually have, I don't show it in this video, but they have a skin, a Ninja Turtle skin on one of their champions. So cool. So the champions are a lot of fun. The graphics are pretty decent. The client works well, and they can already do replays. That's the biggest thing for me here. I love casting games, and I do that a lot in League of Legends on my other channel called Obadiah Genocide. You can look up in the upper left hand corner my my name Obgen there. I couldn't put in my full Obadiah Genocide name that I use in League of Legends. But I love casting, and it's going to make it really easy for people to cast games in ROT, or Realm of the Titans, and it's going to be easy for you to play a game and then look at what you did wrong, and I think that's going to be a big draw for Realm of the Titans, that it's going to be able to bring people and make it a little bit more competitive and help people to get better at the game faster. So I've really enjoyed the heroes that they have, and just the character in the heroes. The graphics are, again, they're different from League of Legends. I don't mind. I like the graphics in League of Legends. It's what I'm used to. I play that a lot. When I talked about Rise of Immortals, I was comparing it to that a lot. But I think the graphics in Realm of the Titans is a lot more polished than Rise of Immortals, but not quite as polished as League of Legends, but it's still really nice. There's a lot of character in it. One of the things that the other thing that I got really excited about really fast is I'm in the tutorial. There's that button right there. You can shift your viewpoint. Those are the only two viewpoints you can shift from, but you can actually shift your viewpoint to what's better for you. So this is my first real game that I played. Here are they're the equivalent of summoner skills, but they call them Titan skills in this, and there are a ton. There's a good 20 or 30 Titan skills. What I chose here is a shield that explodes and gives a stun to others. So there are a lot of stuns in this game. Not as many. There's a lot of slows and stuns. That's one thing that you're going to notice is different from League of Legends if you've played that a lot, or other MOBAs. Very similar to Dota, a lot of stuns. So the gameplay, again, goes along. It's the typical laning phase. You're going back and forth. I showed you a bit of the shop there. The shop is a little confusing, but I think it's just because I'm not quite used to it yet. There are a lot of ways you can go, but it's pretty similar to League of Legends, just not as organized as well. It has 2 towers in the lane at each phase. There are a lot of buildings in this that do a lot of different things. There are neutral shops in it. In the jungle, you can go to neutral shops. And right here, I don't know what this guy was doing. He gives me an easy first blood. You got to be very careful early game. It rewards aggressive play, and so you can. It rewards aggressive play, and champions are rather squishy all game. So here in the map, we're playing around. We're trying to take this statue here, and what happens when you take the statue is you actually, when you take the statue and capture it, your creeps, your minions, spawn right from the statue. So you don't necessarily have super minions, but you have different spawning points for your minions. So that is really interesting. You instead of getting super minions, you spawn closer to your enemy's base. So as you're pushing, it snowballs. And so the better you do, the faster you're going to kill your opponents. And here we are. We do actually win. I'm dead at the moment. I want to take this chance to show you the map. If you look at the lower left-hand screen, it's a rectangle. Really interesting the way they did that. A lot of jungle creeps and a couple of different hero or boss creeps that will give your creeps a buff and debuff the buildings of your enemy. Here is the victory screen. Really interesting. You can't chat at the end of the victory screen, but it gives MVPs, and woohoo! I was the MVP. Oh yeah. But it's a lot of fun. It shows how people did, highlights highest level, highest amount of kills and assists. It's a lot of fun, and it gives you a rating, player rating. I would suggest checking out Realm of the Titans. I'm going to put a link in the description below. I am Beta, and I'll talk to you next time.